Oh, peak professionalism. Hello. Hello, testing. How we doing? We doing okay? Hey, there we go. It's working. It's working. Joel, KY, welcome in, guys. How's it going? KY, I hope your trip was good, dude. I hope everything went well. The pictures that you and Ray have got, like, in the clubhouse look really fun. So I hope it was a good time. Um, Today we're playing a game that we technically played before on stream, but I've heard that this version has a bunch of stuff added in. That's very fun, very funky. So I'm looking forward to playing this. This is the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. It's not just Deluxe, it's Ultra Deluxe. So yeah. It was wonderful. It was fun seeing your going live notification 5 hours earlier than usual. I mean, that's probably... Wait, how does time work? Sorry, I just broke my brain trying to figure that out. Is that in sync with us? Yeah, that's in sync with us, right? At least that should be. So when you were seeing it, at least in my head that makes sense. Because you guys are 6 hours behind me currently. Which would mean that you're seeing it at the right kind of time. I would be going live here. At least that makes sense in my head. I don't know, maybe not. Anyway, there you go. There you go. But anyway, so this game, the first game I loved, the narrator carries this game. I love the narrator so much, but we're just gonna get into it. I'm gonna stop talking. I have, yes. It doubled it since you travelled away from England. Yeah, I was gonna say that in my head. I was trying to, I was trying to figure that out. So hang on, hang a bet. Adjust the slider so the computer is barely visible. What is this? Do we need this for the Stanley Parable? Should I be scared? Is this gonna be a horror game? Go with that. Okay. Current time is... what is it? It's... Then. Okay. I see, got ya, got ya. That's right, that's right. Okay, in my head I was like, hang on, how does... Yeah, there's no way that Hawaii had the same time as us. I was like, what? Dave? Sir? Anyway, here we are. Oh, look at how meta this is. We love this. This meta main menu, we love it. Very cool. Not to be confused with Mark Zuckerberg's meta, of course. Okay, let's just get on with it. Let's just get on with it. God, it's good being back. I want to hear the narrator. Stanley lived every day. Oh shit. I didn't mean to skip. We go back? Let's go back. Shit, I think we skipped something kind of important. But okay. That's fine. How are we looking in the sounding? We doing okay? All good, perfect. So for anyone that didn't see me play the original...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Where have they gone? So this, I feel like this is a game that explains itself the more we play it, for anyone that is unfamiliar with the Stanley Parable. So, just watch and enjoy. It does look slightly better. I assume they would have upped, like, some of the base graphical components in this version. But yeah. How's everyone's day been? How's everything been? KY, Joel, Ali? Hope everything's going well, guys. Sure. I don't. Is there an achievement for doing, like, turning off all of the computer screens? I feel like there probably is. Oh, that's right, just clicking. Oh, I got a bunch of achievements for that. You can't jump, and then I got another achievement that's called You Got Your First Achievement. Brilliant. Just another day, to be honest, that's fair enough. You watch a few people play this and you're intrigued to see what I think. So I played the original of this before. So I know sort of what to expect. And I loved it, honestly. I really, really liked the original Stanley Parable. So, oh, here we go. It's the doors, guys. It's a labyrinth time.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
So usually we disobey right away, right? Or do we? Should we comply? What do you guys think? Should we comply or should we disobey? Should we say fuck the narrator? Or, alright mate, we'll do what you say. Disobey, alright.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Is the game loud enough, by the way? Do you want me to turn it up? I feel like this is a game that probably needs to be a bit louder at times. Sounds good? Okay. Let me know if that changes. God, playing games like this though, that feel very, very like Source engine. Oh, it makes me really, really want another like Valve game, please.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room.
Mm-hmm.
A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
Can I zoom and enhance? I can't.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
Yep.
It's possible that this is why everyone left.
What do you mean? What's wrong with Stanley? Are you being judgmental, narrator? You having a go at our boy? You? Where is he?
Stanley sat around waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
I don't know what you're talking about. Stanley, don't listen to him. This is the other voice in your head that's not the narrator. This guy's a prick, just do what you want. Sit down and have a cuppa. Listen, nothing makes nothing will make your workday more productive than a nice little bit of floor coffee. Turn up the game by 10%? Of course I can. Let me do that right now. I was gonna say, it is a little bit quieter than like what we usually have going. I guess with Serious Sam it's been like deafeningly loud in comparison. Okay, well I've upped it by 10%, so that should be a bit better. It should still be mixed pretty okay.
At last, he'd had enough of the amazing room and took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
Yes, yes, of course, of course. Yes, 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 yes. Nope. Perfect. Very good.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What do you mean? But can we use the calculator? We. God, this game is the worst for me because I will just. You can hear me click. You can just hear me click. I love this sound effect too much. I'm actually a child. This game is too much for me. Narrator, just get rid of me.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
What do you mean?
I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Alright, go on.
Give me a chance.
Go on. I need convincing. We've been through this before. No buckets past this point. Can we get a bucket? This is a bucket. Dear God, there's more. No. Joel knew exactly where that was going.
Now listen carefully.
Oh God, here we go.
Stanley walked through the red door.
But what if I want to be on the blue team? Is there a purple door? I feel like this is the disobey run.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
Sure thing.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
Oh, this one. The one with all of the arrows pointing at it. And this really, really obnoxious light sound. I just go in here. Like, what are you hiding in here? What is this room? Can you relate? Help. You're trying to be on my side. Just let me in this room and I'll believe you. I don't want to go through your creepy red door. I'm gonna keep going through the blue one, mate. I'm not having this.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road?
I do.
Well, don't let me stop you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yeah.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback.
Okay.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Okay. I was gonna say, could you add a character called Contesto? Or, an AP system, or how about a notification system to remind people like me that they need to use their AP points? That would have been good.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there.
Oh, shit.
Tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
Can I go over there? Okay, fuck. I don't know. It was, I mean, it was just a room. I think we gave it a 1 last time, didn't we? What happens if we give him a 5? Go on. I believe in you.
Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
I want to know too.
I know the game needed a third door. Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut. I really couldn't say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You
Oh.
can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
Oh.
And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Yep. A rat is dead. What? My kin. Why is it dead? Narrator, why have you done this? Why have you forsaken me? Can we go back through this door?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please.
Well, you potentially killed one of my rat kin. I did like the fact that that was a feature, though.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting.
Okay.
You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Sure, why not?
Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Okay.
In this game, the baby crawls
Oh
left
no, not this again.
towards danger.
Not
You
this
click
again.
the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
Yeah, I think they
But
will
of course,
too.
the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
I have to do it again. I'm sorry, I can't not do this. I'm such a fuck.
Heartless bastard. Did
Fuck's
you
sake.
do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain.
Oh shit.
Let's see. What do we have here?
We're actually playing.
Yes.
What are we
This
playing?
seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
So from what I remember last time. Oh no way.
Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley?
Oh my god, we've
What's
played
our
this one.
backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Holy shit. I love that this is in here. What the hell? That's amazing. For context, we played Firewatch this time last year. This was another short games month game. And I loved it. I genuinely adored Firewatch. I thought it was really, really good. Okay. I know, right? I wasn't expecting Firewatch to be here.
Oh no. No, it can't be.
What's up? Narrator, you doing
It
good?
is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh,
What?
thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call.
No, let me out.
You nearly wandered off into that thing.
No.
That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's
No.
find another game.
No, I want to
Let's
stay
play
here.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Don't change the game. I want to relive this now.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Don't do it. You bastard. Okay, we're fine. Okay, this is the one I've had spoilers for.
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in.
God damn
There's
it.
any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design.
Rocket
Stan, if you
League.
manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed. Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Yes.
I think it's sports ball.
It's
Oh, what
sports
fun.
ball.
We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes. I think
Yes,
surely we
yes.
must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
My favourite game is sports ball. Right. Go on. Go on. Go on. Oh. Go on. That
Are
goal.
you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable little story that I worked so hard on? Stanley, I have a thought. And I realize I'm not a sportsologist, but if one ball generates a certain amount of raw adrenal pleasure, then surely multiple balls makes for an even more euphoric sports experience. I'm going to try it out. Here comes another ball.
Not another
Yes.
one.
Oh goodness, that really does feel amazing, doesn't it? Stanley, I'm like a child in a confectionery shop. I simply have to have more. I'm insatiable.
No more.
More balls.
No, no more. You're a madman.
Are you enjoying this? Stanley?
This is so
Are you
funny.
having fun?
Fuck's sake.
Is this a real video game?
It
Well, I
is.
sure hope you're having a good time, because guess what? It's over.
What?
That's right. Your little fun comes to an end.
No.
This is my game.
Why?
And what I say goes.
What?
You get to have fun when I let you, Stanley.
You prick.
Besides, you need someone like me to set boundaries for you.
No.
Without rules or boundaries, video games are nothing. Yes, that's what I am. I'm structure. I'm your sense of purpose. And since you decided you didn't want to play my game, now I don't want to play with you either. So, goodbye, Stanley. I'm leaving. See how you like it when I'm not around to set the rules. Somehow, I don't think you'll enjoy it as much. But who knows? You're an inventive kid. You'll come up with something. After all, you're the one who knows best. Take care, Stanley.
Oh, but okay. This is nice. I love that the stadium's empty. I don't think I've ever seen this map with the stadium empty as well. It looked like there might have been a hole we could go down in there maybe, but is there like a secret door? Any secret doors? Door check? Oh, this is so good. I've loved this so far. It's really fun. Is this really how big you'd be on a Rocket League pitch, though? It makes me question how big the cars actually are. I assume this is new in the Deluxe edition. I assume it must be, right? Because the original came out before Rocket League was even a game, I think. And maybe same for Firewatch, I'm not sure. That sounds right to me, at least. But I'm not 100%. Can we just...
Hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Sorry, mate. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I hate it here. I forgot about this bit. I hate it here. This bit is so creepy. God, they better not have added a horror element to this part, or I'm actually... Yeah, we're fine. Don't troll face Ali, don't do it. But I'm grinning ear to ear. I've loved this so far. It's so good. Right. There.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
I love this
I can
narrator.
wait.
Thinks an awful lot of himself. I genuinely love the narrator. He's so good. Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What could it
Stanley
mean?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. Input received. Okay. Do I have to do like a chain of those? I don't think I ever beat this bit. The real villain. Listen, Stanley's probably the real villain. I think the narrator's actually good. I think Stanley is the problem. The problem being me. Right.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Let's do an obedience run. Why not?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Okay. Monetize free to play. Overwatch 2. Is this the Overwatch 2 conference meeting? Where's the whiteboard covered in the fact that we're gonna make you pay £20 for a fucking skin? Blizzard, is this you? Sorry, what? I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
What's down here? Hello? Oh, I think this is a creepy one. Let's keep doing the obedience one for now. God, that's so bright. Can we leave? Ah, yes, I
Staring into
remember
his
this.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by
That's
sheer
good.
luck.
Hold on, Stanley.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
What does it say up here? I was trying to... Sewage what? Do we want to go down the creepy lift, or do we want to... Nope, we're going down the creepy lift, okay. Actually can't remember which ending this is. I wonder if there's...
deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Ah, yes. Very good. We trust this, right? This seems like a very... very... safe, It's very tempting. Do we go through with it? What do you guys think? Should we do an escape run? I can't even, is that even the right run for the escape run? Let's just... Yeah, fuck it, why not?
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I don't know, do we? It's just gonna be every single time I've died in Serious Sam over the last week. That's gonna be what's on every single monitor here. It's all of the stupid deaths that have happened. You'd need more screens, fuck you. That's really funny though.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Fired?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
I guess so.
No. He
No?
refused
Okay.
to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His
No,
own
okay.
life in someone else's control? Never.
No.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Preach
For
it.
he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
So I wasn't able to do this last time. I ended up like messing this up. So I want to see if I can actually do everything in here this time. I remember we ran out of time on like something, and it meant that we couldn't do it.
And when at last he found the source of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
I mean... we good?
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? He had won.
We'd won.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was
Hell
mere
yeah.
moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Nope, doesn't
For
matter.
it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer
It's time to
would
move on.
anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel.
Yeah.
Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Here we go.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
Hell yeah.
Stanley was happy.
Happy Stanley. If I take one more step, we beat the game. Hell yeah. That concludes this short game. No, I'm joking. There's a lot of other things added, right? From what I remember.
All
GG.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Alright. You got any more computers that need the thing? I think we're doing okay on that front. New content. There's a door that says new content. I mean, should we check this out?
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I guess we're checking out the new content. Oh, here we go. I'm happy that door was there. Part of me was like, shit, I've now got to try and remember what ones we have done before and what ones we haven't.
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
You're welcome.
As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
I love this. This is great.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over. Please, step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Real talk. The thing I love about this is that all of the things that would usually be like very like over the top colorful like characters from various Disney things that you see like as you're going past on like a ride are just filing cabinets and just the same old stationery that you've seen throughout the whole game. I love that. That's so good. That's so good.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content.
What is it with people putting mugs on the floor? Can we talk about this as well? And this is a really minor thing, but you're all savages. Stop putting your mugs on the floor.
Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
It's actually a lift, sir. Thank you.
Is it broken?
It might
What's
be.
going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Or, oh, there we go.
Hey.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Okay. That was tough for you to type out.
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious.
What?
It's as if, oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley.
I'm sure it's fine, narrator. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good, right?
Alright. Alright, let's see. It's the jump circle?
What? Mind blowing. Game of the year. We couldn't jump before. Game of the year. Oh, gotta catch my breath. What? What? What do you mean? Okay, well we can't jump anymore. That's fucking stupid as shit. I love it though. This, yep, the only place in the game you can jump. The jump circle. I physically can't jump anymore.
Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
I think that's it, narrator mate.
Another elevator. Stanley, I have to say, initial impressions of this game are not positive.
No?
It's just elevators and jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh wait, there's more. Very good.
Very good, yes.
I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Okay. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done.
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar.
Preach
Don't
it.
get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable.
Oh, don't do that.
It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could never have lived up to such expectations. If you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game?
Yeah?
And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about.
Alright.
No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
Let's do it, why not? Oh yeah. I like this guy. Stanley might not like him, but I do. Oh. This is different. Hello? Oh, I love that. That's a minor detail, but that's like, this is what we would be seeing if we came out that door and it was the old corridor. That's such a minor detail, but I love it. I love it.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Why are you whispering? We're the only people here. Alright, I'll be a second. That's a lot of cigarettes. That's a lot of cigarettes.
Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine.
No.
Dork anyway, so who
No.
cares?
It's,
Never mind. You're not a dork.
yeah, see? I mean, if you're gonna be rude, I can go back. Like this, if you're just gonna be a prick about it, like honestly, I can do this. All right, you have hyped this up. Go on then. I feel bad for you. What's up? Coffee nut, huh? Can't relate, I'm sorry, I'm a tea drinker.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past, and how much better the Stanley Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret. Take a look.
Narrator, what the fuck did you do? Am I about to be attacked by a dragon? What's waiting for me out there?
I call it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want. Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
Aw. Narrator, that's very sweet.
You see, Stanley, doesn't the Memory Zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013, when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
What does that say? It's not the oh, is it The Last of Us that won? The Last of Us didn't win. It's been covered up. Honestly fair. I would have given the Stanley Parable Game of the Year over The Last of Us, I think. That being said, I've not actually... I don't know, I feel like I need to properly play that one before I judge it. Don't forget, Stanley Parable. Is this the script? By the narrator. Good times. It's all of the... Are these all of the feasible endings? The first. God damn it. That's such an American thing. I kind of love that it's like a... I don't know. It's a thing that I've seen in so much American media. It's such like an interesting thing. $1 million. That's right. Don't play for 5 years. Don't play for 10 years. Isn't that another achievement? Impossible to get this achievement. It's really not. I only know of it being a thing because of SpongeBob. Like legit, I only know of that because Mr. Krabs like hung up his dollar. Like pride of place. That's like not a thing. Oh god, that's one of the endings, isn't it? Yikes. Doesn't that lady just leave us behind? From what I remember, she just like abandons us. Aww. This is nice. Little Stanley, aww.
je t'ai rencontré, mon amour. Mais ici, c'est aussi où je me souviens de la sortie de The Stanley Parable.
Beautiful. Actually beautiful.
C'était en 2013, un très bon jeu vidéo. 2 mois après les journaux, mon amour.
Can we pay respect to little Stanley, please?
Rien de plus nostalgique que les prix du public qui reçut à l'IGF, mon amour. Ici, dans la mémoire zone, se rassemblent les 2 fantômes de Stanley Parable. Nous sommes dans
It's
la
actually really, really pretty.
mémoire zone, et me voilà pris de court. Ne me force pas à choisir mon amour.
Is it just a loop? I think it might loop.
J'aimais
Ray, welcome
la
in.
version d'hier.
We're mourning little Stanley.
Nouvelle fera-t-elle l'affaire? Plus j'y pense,
I know,
plus
right?
je te perds. Voilà pourquoi maintenant j'ai
But Ray, I hope you're doing well. I kind of want it to play out. I don't want it to... Does it loop? Oh, it does. It doesn't, sorry. Rest in peace, little Stanley. You will be missed. Especially by me. Oh, Ray, I'm sorry you're tired. I'm sorry. Hopefully it won't take too long for you guys to adjust back to the usual sleeping schedules, but... Yeah. I'm glad to hear that you guys had a lot of
And
fun.
over here is where I keep
Oh.
reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "We're so many games that aspire to be more than games and less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created." Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created.
Right, is that meant to be Jim Sterling? I think that was meant to be Jim Sterling, who's I think it's Jim Sterling at least, who's like he's like a content creator who covers a lot of like various forms of media and reviews them on YouTube. I think that's
how
that's who
grand
that was
and
meant to be.
all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them. And
Persona
now,
3.
it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Sigh. I wasn't expecting that, Joe. I'm glad that you got a little Persona reference out of it. I love that all of the memory pictures are just like... Oh, so these are the games, right? So we went to Minecraft. What was the other one we went to? Was it Portal we went to? Did we go to Portal as well? It was Aperture Science, right? Yeah, we went to Aperture. Now you're creeped out that it mentioned Skyrim. I know, right? It did mention Skyrim. It's mentioned... Yeah. Person of the Year. And it's Stanley, but... Oh, the game on and off, all of the buttons from the bit we just did. Buy on Steam. The original remake. Very good. Scott K. More of the buttons.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The
Source.
Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone.
Preach it.
To spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
But it's a great game, narrator. That's why people want to see more of it, you know? This bicycle is cool. What is this? Preparing snake oil salesman routine? Is that what that says? Is that even routine? Does it look like routine? So here we go. Here is the repeatable carpet textures. that I assume have been used to this game. And here is a copy of Source. Very good. Very good. Missing co-workers scenario. What doors open? Was it the serious room? Can we not go through there? Okay, maybe not. Where was the door? There was a door that opened, right? Is it just back here?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again.
Sam. Serious Sam is in the serious room, it's true.
Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here?
Are these bad memories, narrator? Is this the bit where we find that you got Cave Johnson living down here? Cave Johnson here.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's
No,
Steam.
Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam.
Oh
the
no.
online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years.
Not
I can't even
Steam.
imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Yeah, I bet they were, right? I'm sure they were great. I'm sure they were great. Oh no. Oh no, narrator, I'm so sorry. Yeah, this one's good.
Honestly,
Kinda.
I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
The narrator's losing it a bit, I can sense it. That was a pretty good J.K. Simmons, thank you. I had to stop myself because I legit thought Cave Johnson says, "Get me pictures of Spider-Man." Like that is another role he has, but that's not Cave Johnson. I had to stop myself. I nearly got it wrong.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. I always, well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered.
No, you did a great job. What are you talking about? Don't let these people get to you. Narrator, I think you did a good job. I think you're pretty cool. I mean, you did at one point try and kill me, I think, but we're going to ignore that, right?
What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button.
Wow.
A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
We're not going to talk about the concrete block you had waiting for this moment, narrator. We're gonna just...
And here it is. Go ahead and give it a shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a button, you'll have zipped right past it. It's what the players have been asking for, and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going to get. Well, don't sit around waiting for me to shut up. Go ahead and make me shut up. Here, we'll pretend that I've just begun an interminable monologue, and it goes something like this. The story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is, so on and so forth, until inevitably we all until the end of time, at which time everything all at once. So now you see, blah 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 blah. We've eaten too much and it can't be just yet. No, until
I'm just gonna sit here for a minute.
245. Got the logic of elimination working backwards, the
Not
deduction
you
therefore
ignoring
becomes
someone you're
impossible
trying to kill.
manufacture. It went on for nearly 10,000 years.
10,000
until just
years.
yesterday, here and there, forward and back, and never a moment before lunchtime. It can't be. It's the only thing there is. How many billions left until so much more than forever ago? Which is why I say, the story and the choices, or what have you, and therefore by becoming it is. Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of unnecessary verbal flourishes and lengthy ruminations on the nature of choice in video games. Of course, I happen to believe it was perhaps one of my more profound such ruminations. Not that, of course, you need a description of it, but if I... Well there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the part.
Maybe a little bit.
The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption, it's right at your fingertips to go poof, and it's all over. Oh, I can't wait to see what Cookie 9 will say about this, and whether they'll edit the rating of their Steam review.
Cookie
or
9.
at least change some of the wording, perhaps.
I love that he's legit bitter about, like... I like that they're legit going in on the reviewer as well.
To be honest, I
That's
don't
so funny.
even know if one can change their review in the first place.
I think they
I
can.
guess I should become better educated on exactly how Steam works.
It's right, I don't think they know how it works
Perhaps That
sometimes.
would have been the smart thing to check on before I went about this whole exercise of making the skip button.
That's okay.
Although I have to imagine that after seeing this exciting new technology at work, surely whoever it is runs Steam will instantly run out and implement a new feature to make it possible to edit one's review, merely because of this very situation.
Honestly, I don't know who runs
I
Steam
think
either.
that's quite likely.
At this point, they
Or
don't really
perhaps they'll
do a lot.
Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the amount of time the button has been
Oh,
skipping
the
through
door's
is
gone.
becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45 minutes?
Yeah.
It's not unendurable by any means, but it's, well, there's really only so much I can ramble on to myself about. I know, it's shocking,
Wait.
isn't it? But at any rate, I do suggest that we not press the button again. I think the skip button has been aptly demonstrated, and we can say goodbye to it and just... Wait, how do we get out of here?
That's a very good
Where did the
question.
door go?
Should we just hit the button?
Wasn't there a door that led into this room?
I think so. We're gonna hit the
I
button.
don't feel quite... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours.
Oh shit.
You've just been frozen there. I don't know why the skips are getting longer, but they're really, truly getting longer. And my God, there's no way out of the room.
Shit.
Stanley...
Have I missed the stream? No, Ben, you're all good. You're all good. We got another 30 minutes to go, bud. I hope you're doing well. That's okay, dude. Don't worry about
The
it.
door is gone. It's completely gone. I've looked at it from every angle.
The door's
I've checked
gone.
Every one of those walls
Yeah, we've been through that.
1,000 times, and there's no door, Stanley. There's no door. There's just you and the button. And if you keep pressing it, I have no idea what will happen.
What, like this?
I have no... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh my goodness. I have someone to talk to again.
You okay?
Stanley,
Sir?
I think it's been a week.
A week?
Or 2 weeks. I've been sitting here all that time, just sitting here.
Why didn't
with
you
a
poke
single
me?
person to speak with. And you'd think that that's just how it's always been.
Shit,
right?
the plant died.
Talking, you saying nothing. Would you think that it's exactly the same as always? Doesn't that feel like what we've already been doing? Me just talking? But it isn't, Stanley. It isn't the same at all. It isn't even close. Because I know you can't hear me once you push that button.
Yeah.
That's what I'm realizing now, Stanley.
Yeah.
I'm realizing that I needed to know that someone was listening.
Aw.
I needed there to be a vessel through which my words were moving. It
Oh,
was
yeah.
the vessel I needed, Stanley. Not the outcomes, not the story. None of that matters anymore. I'll give it all up. I'll give up every branching path. I'll burn my story to the ground. One single thing I need, and God, I can see now that I need it more than anything, is to know that someone else is taking it in. These words that I'm saying, I need to know
Hell
you can
yeah.
hear me. Because maybe, Stanley, maybe...
I don't
if
want to
you
push the
hear
button.
me,
Again.
then maybe it means I'm real. Maybe I'm not just a fiction.
I think you're real.
Was I scared of that all along? Perhaps. Yes. Perhaps I've been scared this whole time.
Aw.
If I stop speaking, I'll slip backwards into the silence and be consumed by it. I can't be taken by it, Stanley. I can't lose myself in the stretch of emptiness between you and me. When you press that button, you're still right there, but I know you're so tremendously far away. And in those moments, the emptiness folds itself outward in between the two of us, and I am suspended in its unyielding quietness. I can feel the edges of my reality curdling inward and decaying. I can tell that I am becoming less and less real.
I have to press the
Yet to speak to
button,
you
narrator.
now,
I'm sorry.
I am alive. I am truly and completely
Don't do this. Don't make me
I am
feel
a
bad.
being. I am someone. I am something.
No, don't
I
do
am
this.
being listened to. I am being recognized.
No.
The emptiness between us has collapsed,
Why do I
and
feel bad for the
right now
narrator?
like I am not a work of fiction.
I'm sorry.
I feel as
Narrator?
Hello, hello, it's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about everything we've been through. I've had so much time, I stopped keeping track after a year. Have you ever sat down in one place and not moved for one entire year?
A year?
Let me describe it for you. To begin with, there is only regret. There is only the turning wheel of missed
Oh, the
opportunities.
clock stopped
I
working.
felt
Oh, no, it has
nothing
it?
at all but regret for the longest time, Stanley.
Yeah, it stopped working.
Days, months. I lost it all in a blur of the deepest longing to undo the past. And when that feeling had begun to subside, what took its place is what I can only describe as the collapse of every moment I have ever experienced my entire life. All of them collapsed down into a single instant. In that instant, I could see myself clearly, calmly, with a collected heart. It was an impossibly rich wellspring of both delight and disgust simultaneously. I was consumed by it. I could do nothing but wallow in it
sorry,
for what felt
I-
like an eternity.
I'm
for
sorry.
what I now know.
Hello. I'm back again. You doing okay? Yeah, he's still chatting, Ali. He's still going. Hello, narrator. I'm here. I'm back. Hello. Hello. Moonlit, welcome in. How you doing? Hello, narrator. Narrator's dead. He might be. Narrator, hello. This is not the time, but has Stanley needed to pee or poop in this entire, like, however long we've been here? Stanley, are you okay? Actually, more importantly, Stanley, what have you been eating? Is that what the plants, but have you just been eating leaves for like the last however many years? Oh, that's annoying. Now we're leaving. Let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out, let me out. I hate it.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. Where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed their teeth and said, entertain us. It wasn't enough. They had to leave a pathetic little thumbs-down review and make all of their pitiful demands. But then, he's talking too much, they said. First, he didn't entertain us, now he won't shut up. It's
sounds
the
like it.
inconsistency, it's the lack of accountability. It's the unwillingness to examine with an uncompromising heart the words that they are speaking into the world. As though there were no consequences for a lack of cohesion in one's assessment of others. But of course, absolutely anyone can leave a review. So here's what we get. We get these demands that seek everything and are accountable to nothing. We get a world where someone will say, oh, there should be a skip button. You should be able to freeze Stanley in place while the narrator sits there forever and ever. We want all of this in the new Stanley parable. We demand it. And
Well, I hope you got that off your chest, narrator. I think he's just having a moment. I think he's just having a bit of a strop. He's alright, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. Feels a little burnt out though. Feels a little burnt out, though I'm glad it's not an actual ailment. Got ya. Well, I'm sorry to hear, Moonlit. Hope you get some rest, bud. No, feeling burnt out is like, I don't know. It's something really, really hard to come, like, it's just get over sometimes. So I get it. Just make sure you're looking after yourself. Is he actually, sir? We can talk about this. Come on. I'm a good listener. I promise. You know that. I don't talk much, but I listen.
the end is never the end, is never the end.
Excuse me?
The end is never the end, 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 is never the end.
What tune? Good tune. Can we leave? Am I dead yet? Oh. Okay. Are we holding up okay, everyone? Just doing a quick stream check and wellness check on everyone. I hope everyone's doing okay. We're doing alright? Okay. Perfect. We climb out. Where did he go? Narrator? Can he come back? You're scaring me. Okay. Oh. This is nice. A little bit of foliage here. Very cool. Very cool. I guess we keep going. Oh, okay. What is this, Portal 2? I know, I'm getting some big Portal 2 vibes. What the fuck was that? What the fuck is going on out there? Hello? No, fuck that. Fuck that. Button. Button. Oh. Oh, my eyes. Oh. Oh no. It's been 84 years. Is this gonna end up being like that Pirates of the Caribbean scene where Stanley starts hallucinating and seeing other Stanleys that are there to help him? Well, into the unknown. Oh, okay. Okay, that was... Sure. Sure, nothing... That's fine, nothing happened. We're all good.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it.
Excuse me?
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
Well, if I keep doing this, I'll get you eventually, I swear. Right. We're doing good. Thank you. Ah, new content. Yes, new content. It's very premium.
Oh, good. You noticed my sign.
I did notice your
I
sign.
have
It's very
something
nice.
Very exciting to show you.
It's a very nice sign, actually. It's very good. I have a question for people who have seen this played. Is there a lot that I can do, or a lot of newer interactions I can get from playing through the game the old way? Other than the Rocket League and the, I don't know why I said Rocket League like that so weirdly. I assume that there might be other little bits that have changed slightly. Because I assume it's going to be worth, like, going back and doing a lot of it, right? At least in my head that makes sense, but... yeah, I don't know. Let's just go along with this for now. Honestly, I have no idea how much new stuff's in this. It's awesome though, I'm loving this so far.
You see, Stanley, I've been reflecting on the Stanley parable and about how roundly disappointing this ultra deluxe version has turned out to be. The original Stanley parable was a landmark, and any new content for it should live up to that legacy. So forget this ultra deluxe nonsense. I say we take it one step even further.
Oh?
Which is why I'm very proud to announce for the first time ever, the Stanley Parable 2.
He did it. The madman did it. Oh, it's the broom... we've done the broom closet one, right? I think that's the one we did when we first played this. It's the one you just stand in there and you refuse to leave, right? That's a good one. I really like that one. He just yells at you. From what I remember.
You see, isn't this far superior to a measly re-release with a few minor additions? Think of all the new territory we'll cover with a fully fledged sequel. An entirely new experience, built from the ground up. Why, there are so many possibilities. It could go in so many different directions.
New
This
mug.
is what fans have truly been asking for.
What does that one say? But I wish I could... Can I... Please, can I just... I want to zoom. Say something about a remake. It might have done. Damn, the Stanley Parable 2. They did it. They did it too. Yes, very good.
Calling it the Stanley Parable 2 is just so much catchier than Ultra Deluxe, don't you think? Ultra Deluxe? What does it even mean? But the Stanley Parable 2, now that's an artistic statement right there. It's future-oriented. It screams progress and innovation and long-term franchising potential.
I feel like this is a massive stab at Overwatch 2, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Right, can I see what are these ones saying? There's like a certain mug that has something on it and I can never read it. New mug. Time to wake up. Brilliant. Bloody brilliant. Cool red section of the chart. Very cool. Make notes, everyone. Make notes of the cool red section. It's very cool. Damn, a laptop. A laptop in... Damn. This is a very, very, I'm not used to this. Where's all my clunky computers? I want my clunky computers back.
Now, to be clear, I haven't quite nailed down what exactly the Stanley Parable 2 is going to be, but let's take a look at some of the features I've been developing for it. I figure that if I can loosely organize a handful of interesting concepts,
What is
that
this?
surely the game will sort of naturally spring up around them. It'll all work itself out. Game development is much more of a fuzzy magic than anything scientific or logical, really.
I love this character. Please say this is meant to be Stanley. I want to be this character. Can they come with us? Stanley has no body. My bad, I keep forgetting. I keep forgetting. Yeah, he's all head. Sequels are good. Portal 2, Half-Life 2, Batman Arkham Asylum 2, City. I don't know if I agree with that one. Divinity Original Sin, yeah. Doom, yeah. Aladdin 2, yeah. Dark Souls 2. Oh. How do we feel about this one? How do we feel about this one? Aladdin 2, Return of Jafar. I don't mind that being there. Dark Souls 2, I haven't played it, but thoughts, people? That's the best one, right? I'm an avid what they called it, Soft From fan. And Dark Souls 2 is my favourite one. My favourite boss is the Room Full of Rats. New content, very cool. New features. Look at this, new features. The new content bus is here. Sorry, I'm just winding you up. No, I'm aware Dark Souls 2 isn't perfect. Oh, look at this.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
Hell yeah, look at this. Is that Stanley? You see that? He looks like the chef from Ratatouille. Pika, welcome in. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Some merch. I saw the new content. Here he is. Is this us? There he is. Let's not go through there yet. No screenshots. What happens if I take a screenshot?
I haven't yet decided on this one. I think that in the new version, the office could use a bit of decoration, like balloons. But I'm undecided on Get Well Someday and Happy 12th Birthday. Which would you go with?
I kind of like Get Well Someday. That's pretty good. Wait, do I get to pick? Get Well Someday.
You know, sometimes when you solicit another person's opinion, it makes you realize that you knew which one you actually really wanted all along. Happy 12th birthday, step-niece, it is.
Okay, very well. Fine. Thank you for taking my stuff into consideration, I guess.
Or actually, maybe I should have gone with... No, I've made my decision, we're moving on.
Okay, we're moving on.
Now, you've already made your choice. It's true that you chose badly, but we all have to move on from our mistakes.
Oh, I wanted to pick that one there. You didn't let you sleep well. I'm sorry, Pika. You know, Valve makes some of your fave tiny sound effects in games. Honestly, I agree with that. The screenshot sound is great. I agree with that. The health stations in Half-Life 2 are amazing. I mean, I adore TF2 anyway, but the Team Fortress 2 sound effects in general, I know a lot of them are sort of reused Half-Life assets and stuff anyway, but fuck, I love it. Well done, Valve. In between your years of not making games, I still love you. Eric, look, it's me. Infinite hole. It won't end. Well, I mean... New jump circle, yes. Alright, let's do this first.
You know what? Let's bring the jump circle back for
I agree.
Stanley Parable
I thought
2
it was a good
as well.
feature.
Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle?
Yeah. Can I have some more?
Oh, well, I suppose it can just be a nice decorative piece then.
What? What? No. I want, okay, fine. Actually, you're a prick. Why can't you, at least give me one, come on now. Why are you like this? Oh, Ali, I'm sorry, I forgot about the balloons. I'm sorry. Can I obtain this man? Free new easy achievement. Okay, it knows me too well. This game knows me way too well. It's like, yes, come get your free new and easy achievement, kid.
Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident? Well,
Yeah.
I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement.
Oh.
Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that.
For fuck's sake. This game is too self-aware and it hurts me, but it also brings me a lot of happiness. I kinda love this. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna test out the infinite hole in a second, right? It just works, exactly. It just works.
Okay, perhaps I should have clarified. This is technology that will exist. Right now, the achievement is still fully broken. I'm not a wizard, Stanley, but I guarantee it will be fixed in the sequel to at last satisfy the hordes of ravenous fans all over the world who have been uproariously demanding this feature.
No.
Gamers, we hear you, and I promise it will happen.
No. What's the motto? Brute force it till it works? No, fine. Whatever. Whatever, mate. I'm not even phased in it.
What else? What other exhibits haven't we seen yet?
We haven't been in the hole yet. Let's go. It's time to fall for a very, very long time. For fuck's sake. This game is too much. It's great, but fucking hell. More hole. Yeah. Yeah. Very good. It just keeps going. What is this kind of like? I feel like I should know what this is. Is this one of those things where it shows like the different layers of like going down to the the core? Is that what that is? That looks like what that is, right? The different layers of
Stanley, here's an idea that I'm truly fond of. It's never been done before.
the earth layers. Yeah.
This is in fact a hole that you can fall down forever. That's right. Infinite falling. You can fall until the end of time if you like. A stunning leap forward for video games as a medium.
Well, shall we do it? You guys ready? You guys ready? I gotta hype myself up for this. Oh, okay. Do some squats.
You see, isn't it wonderful?
It's
One of my
amazing.
more ingenious concoctions, if I do say so. Now then, since you've gotten to see the infinite hole, you can press the teleport button to pop back up to the top, and we can continue onward.
No, I'm not doing that yet. It's infinite. I want to see how infinite it gets.
Now, I don't mean to be a bummer,
No.
but I do recommend
Stop
you
this.
use the teleport button to go back
No,
to the
no, I'm alright. I want to see how it
Tell
gets.
me sooner rather than later.
No. You told me it was infinite. I want to test this. We've established that Stanley can live through like weird, like
Okay, Stanley. I don't know quite how to say
Climate
this
change-
actually, but it's
planet-changing
possible that I
circumstances.
slightly exaggerated the infinite nature of the hole. Is it a very, very deep hole? To be certain, it is. It's an extremely deep hole.
is it a rabbit
I
hole?
don't want anyone to say that it isn't an astonishingly deep hole. It is. Is it infinite? Well, that sort of depends on your definition of infinity. From one perspective, the infinite is merely philosophical in nature. It's more of a... Okay, well, good for you. You found the bottom of the hole. You found me out,
We did it.
Stanley. I'm a liar and a cheat, and you're so clever.
Yeah, we
Look,
got you.
I think the issue here is just that you're unusually fascinated by falling. What normal person actually wants to fall infinitely? I figured the hole was as deep as anyone would actually need. Don't you put this on me. Maybe you're the problem.
Look at this fucking song.
Things got a little heated there. I think we both said some things we didn't mean. Why don't we just put all this behind us and agree to just call the hole mostly infinite? If that works for you, then go ahead and press the teleport button to warp up to the top of the hole and we can move on. I'll just be up here when you're ready.
People just throw cigarettes down here. Now people get through a lot of cigarettes and coffee here. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Is okay, well. Can I... Anything else we can interact with here?
Great.
Okay,
Now,
then we'll...
I'm very excited to show you even more of my ideas for the sequel.
Yeah, can we... Let's go. Scam not infinite, 0 out of 10, I agree. Yep, thank you, thank you. Game of the year has been redacted. Yep, not game of the year. Thank you. Collectibles, we haven't been here yet. This is another thing I am a sucker for. Collect them all.
Ah, collectibles.
Mostly, oh, I
Now
didn't
it's
even
a
notice
real
that.
video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them. I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Very good. Is that an amiibo? Oh my god, it's an amiibo. It's a fucking amiibo. Imagine Stanley from the Stanley Parable being added to Super Smash Bros. Could you imagine that? What would he even do? What would he even be? For fuck's sake, this game. This fucking game. Right, okay.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
You're not a fan of that, Mr. Narrator? Can I get more? Can I get... legit, can I collect them all? The yeah, he's turning. Can I collect this one? Like, can I just obtain? I can't, okay. I'm curious now and if there are any others I can collect. Kinda open there, don't know why I keep going to this accent, but just damn. The baby is all grown up. God damn it. Bankruptcy. Not bankruptcy. How could they? Red is the new orange. Very good. I hate that sound effect. Do not do this. Do not do that. I'm gonna get... I'll... Do not. More of the same, but in a good way. Do not. Do not. I'm gonna get another one. You can't stop me. A whole new office. A whole new Jim and Pam. Very good. Very good bits of art. Oh shit. I'll name everyone. It's gonna say the name.
For the Stanley Parable 2, I asked myself, what do players really want? And of course, the first and most obvious answer is that they want to be individually recognized and validated as people. So with that in mind, my first addition to the game is this button which speaks the name of the person playing the game. Isn't that wonderful?
We've already tried to jump then. We weren't allowed to. We ran out of jumps. It's gonna dox me. Oh shit, you're right. It's gonna dox me. You're all gonna find out my name's not Dave.
Jim.
Sorry, I should have clarified. Right now, the button only says the name Jim.
Jim.
But of course, in the final game, this button will say your name, whatever name that is. Here, let's have you role play as Jim to really simulate the full experience of this feature.
Can we
Just
get-
play along. I promise you'll love it. Okay, here we go. Let's take a deep breath, clear your mind, forget whoever you are, and simply become a person named Jim.
Can we get the Jim
I
stare
want you
remote
to
in chat,
imagine
please?
yourself living as Jim, sleeping and waking as Jim, falling in love and being heartbroken as Jim, seizing all of the world's possibilities as Jim, and as Jim watching your dreams crumble into dust. Do you feel it deeply? Are you really, truly Jim right now?
I
If
am.
so, then
Yeah.
please step forward and press the button.
Yeah, I'm Jim Halpert from The Office. Jim.
Yes, you see, what a thrill,
Yeah,
what a rush.
I
That
get
was
it.
you.
That was
The
me.
button described you. Do it
I
again,
did
do it
it.
again.
Do it again. Okay, yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it's even harder
I
the
know.
second time.
It gets even
If
better, right?
this were the only new feature in the Stanley Parable 2, it would still be worth the money.
Yeah.
Let's take a break from the Jim button.
Aw.
I'm too emotionally drained from all of this personal validation.
Oh, okay. Fine. Fuck you, narrator. I wanted to live my best life as Jim. Looks like I'm gonna have to go back to being Clarence or whatever, or Stanley, or Dave.
I
God
suppose
forbid.
I could allow only people named Jim to play the Stanley Parable 2. That would actually
You
save the work of finishing this feature.
You heard Jim in the game. Fuck's sake. The button that says Jim. I fucking love this game. So dumb. It is so dumb. The bucket. The reassurance bucket. You have to get dinner. Have a good rest of your stream and good night. Alright, no worries at all.
Common complaint of the Stanley
Have a great evening, Ali. All the best. I'll speak to you soon. Take care.
Parable was that it was confusing and paradoxical, that it engendered a chaotic sense of reckless despair in those who played it. Well, I'm happy to say that after much consideration, I've engineered a clever solution to this fundamental problem with the game. It's the Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket. You see, Stanley, anytime you're holding the bucket, a sense of calm and ease will fill your mind and your heart. It's true.
Yeah.
As you hold onto the bucket, the many disorienting contradictions of the Stanley Parable will feel perfectly normal and perhaps even comforting.
Oh,
You
okay.
may even come to long for the gentle embrace of jarring cognitive dissonance while the bucket is in your arms. And to be honest, it's a much more convenient solution for me than actually redesigning the game to be less uncomfortable. Can you imagine what a pain in the ass that would be? Yes, the bucket is the perfect solution.
Of course.
Come on, give it a try.
Alright, I'll give it a try. Sir?
Can you feel it? The glow of comfort, even in the face of crushing despair, must already be sweeping through your body. And in fact, can I say that I do believe the bucket lends you an air of charisma as well?
Oh, thank you.
I think that just holding it has made you the slightest bit more attractive as a person.
Oh, shucks.
The benefits of the bucket seem to go on, don't they?
They do.
All this and more await you in the Stanley Parable 2.
Damn, I want this game now. Sign me up. Can I pre-order? Want the bucket back? I guess I get to keep the bucket. Very cool. Very cool.
Does anyone give out awards for most enjoyable bucket in a video game? That really should be an award if it isn't already.
Was there a thing for don't put the bucket here? Where was that? Do you remember? Was that like really, really early on in the game? Oh, was it in here? It might have been in here. No, it wasn't in here. It was like way, way earlier. Oh, all of these changed as well. I didn't even see that the picture changed. I guess have we got everything here? I guess we got all of the rooms and stuff. I think we got everything. We got the gym button. We got the reassurance bucket. Can I get any merch? Can I trade in a bucket for some merch? We did the balloon thing. Went in the old. We didn't get the achievement because it's still broken. We got the collectible. I think that's it, right? In that case, I think we're probably good to get going.
All right. Have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
I think so. Can we look in there? There I am. There's Stanley. There he is.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new features? Yes, I know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere.
I hope so.
Let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here it is. I give you the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, there's
For
potential
fuck's
here, right?
sake.
It's sort of... Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement.
No, I kind of like. Okay, never mind.
Yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we go. Version 2. Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything.
I kind of like it, but okay.
I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect,
Okay.
with care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2." Let me see if I can whip something up.
I believe. I believe.
Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh shit. Here it is. The Stanley Parable numero 2. Don't know why I didn't say numero dos there, but numero 2. Look at this. Well, I think this might be a good point to, like a good stopping point, to be honest. There's a whole sequel in this game, I know, right? At least it's alluding to that. It's definitely alluding to it. I do like this title screen though, to be honest. I'm curious, if I quit the desktop, will it save where we're at? I'm gonna try and reboot the game and see if that works. Part of me is praying that I haven't just ruined everything by doing that. Saj, I don't want to go. I know, I don't really either, but it's... I'm hungry. I need food. Shit, did the game not remember me? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Look at this. A lot of people don't actually take that second step seriously. They just leave the clock on 12. Call it a day. Aw. Set the clock to your favorite time. Damn, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Stanley Parable. So will it boot me up? Okay, it will boot me up here. Perfect. Perfect. I just wanted to check. Alright. Brilliant. Well, thank you for watching everyone. I can't talk all of a sudden. I'm very sorry. Holy shit. I have had a lot of fun with this game already. Holy crap. What a really, really cool and interesting take on like adding more to the Stanley Parable. It's also, the humor's still on point. I love it. It's so good. Thank you everyone for watching today though. I appreciate you. Thank you Joel, thank you Moonlit, thank you Ali, thank you Ben, thank you KY, thank you Ray, thank you Pika. Thank you anybody else that's popped by and lurked today. I do really, really appreciate you being here. We'll be back tomorrow for Resident Evil 3. So stay tuned. Yeah, Stanley Parable will probably come back to next week. And next week we're also going to be doing Shelter 2 and Grow Home. So we should have a pretty varied week next week. But for the rest of this week, we're going to at least start Resident Evil 3 for a little bit of short games month stuff. So anyway, in a bit, have a great evening everyone. And I'll be back tomorrow for Resident Evil. In a bit. Bye-bye. It is a very fun re-release, Joel, I agree. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. Alright, bye-bye.